Hello everybody, Kevin here with Kevin's Way Works. So my wife has a dance studio and she, calls me up and says, "Hey Kevin, I have these benches. We want to use them in one of our dances as a prop. So can you take a look at them? They're wobbly." And so she brought them home and they're wobbly. So I'm going to show you guys how we can fix this quick and easily using nothing but a couple pieces of wood and a circular saw. So let's go ahead and get to this. Alright guys, so as you can see we have probably about 1/4 of an inch of movement, which means we can split this into about 1/8 of an inch on each side, and we can cut off just a little bit and we can make this nice and flat. Now I'm going to show you guys how we do this pretty easily using a guide made out of a piece of wood. So if you take a look at the base of this circular saw, the distance from here to the blade is right about 5 inches. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to cut a sheet of plywood about 5 1/4 inches, and I'm going to show you how we use that to fix this. Alright, I have the saw set at 5 1/4 inches because we need to be a little bit more than the 1/8 of an inch. So that saw was 5 inches. We set it at 5 1/4, then that gives us a little bit of room to work with the other benches that are a little more off. So I think 1/4 of an inch is going to cover us on all of them. If it doesn't and we find one where it needs to be a little wider, we'll cut a wider piece of wood and we'll use that. So this one's at 5 1/4 over here, and we'll go ahead, get our saw up high enough, and we'll cut this guy at 5 1/4 inches. All right, we only need one piece of wood because we're just going to swap it down to the other end and use it down there. Let's get our bench back up here, guys. Just like that. All right, guys, so we're off by about 1/8 of an inch, so I'm going to kind of just eyeball it, get it to where each side has about the same amount of distance on it. We're using one of these, using a shim on each end. So I have that shim right there, and then I have this shim right here, and that should give us exactly the same distance on each end. But I mean, guys, it doesn't have to be perfect. The whole thing's curved, as you can see. The top is way off, and they just don't want it to wobble. And I can't show you wobble because I've got you on a mode that doesn't allow me to show you wobble. But I think this will work out perfect for them. So let's get you set up. We'll get these cut. We're going to take our piece of 5 1/4 inch long wood. We're going to place it right about there. We're going to take another piece of wood. We're going to place it on top, like so, just make sure it's nice and flat. And then go ahead and clamp that in place. Make sure you have enough room for the saw to run through without the motor side hitting. So there's that, clamped in place. Let's go around, get the other side. Just verify that it's nice and flat, and it is. All right, that side's done. Let's go to the other side. All right, guys, let's do the same thing over here. Grab us another piece of scrap wood. I got to find a piece of scrap wood, guys. Put this guy here, a little scrap piece of wood on top. Grab us a clamp. All right, that's clamped. Let's verify it all looks good. It does. Let's get this side clamped. All righty, guys, let's get this cut so my wife will stop bugging me. All righty, here we go. I'm going to step on the other side just to help keep it from moving too much because we don't want it to wobble around. Let's go ahead and get it cut. Perfect. Let's flip it over. Let's do the other side. Here we go. Did we get it? Yeah, I think we got it. Let's set it on the table saw and we'll see if it's nice and flat now. Let's see how we did, guys. Oh my goodness. That is way better than it was, guys. It got a little bit of movement, like a 32nd or 64th of an inch. But I think this is way better than it was. Way better. All right, guys, let's see what we got. It's acting like it's wobbling in the middle. Guys, so we've taken it from about 1/4 of an inch off to maybe a 32nd. We're gonna call that good. Let's go ahead and get the other ones done. Oh no, guys, we have a man down. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this one fixed. It looks like it had polyurethane, the foaming polyurethane glue on it originally. I'm just gonna put my Tight Bond 3 on there. Get some on here too. I'm gonna put on a little extra, that way it fills in any of the gap. Oops, I probably put way too much extra on that. That's okay. That's okay. It will be fine. I don't have any polyurethane glue, or else I would have followed up with that. Because it does look like it actually worked really well. I mean, it was gripping on that tight. Well, that's no good. Let's see if we can get this to pull in. If not, we're going to switch to a different one. It's a little better. It's still not in all the way. There we go. That's better. That's better. Let's go ahead and flip this one up. This one's way off too. I didn't make these guys. I don't know where they came from. My wife ended up with them and said, "Fix them, please." I said, "Alrighty, I'll try." I personally don't like to use Phillips head for this type of screw, but that's what they are. That's what I'm going to use. And I also don't like to screw down into the grain. The end grain like that, they don't really hold that well. I prefer to do a pocket screw from the backside. But these actually held up pretty good. I was surprised. So we're going to do the same way. I bet you the wood's just really hard now. That's that one. We're still going to have to cut it because it's way off, like super far off. But I thought I'd show you guys that. All right, I got another one down here. Guys, this one's way off. That's off by, what, 1/2 inch? Holy cow. Almost 1/2 inch. So, since we did 5 1/4, we have enough to do this. So let's go ahead and get set up. We're gonna take this guy and make it level. Okay, actually it's less than 1/4 inch. Looking good. I think that's about even on both sides. Let's get a board on there. We'll get it cut up. And like I said, if we need to take more off, we'll take more off. Perfectly doable. Oh no, don't move. Don't move. Slid a little bit, but I think we're still good. This one's a little curved. Should be okay. Let's go ahead and do the other side. Looks good to me, guys. Let's cut it. Now, guys, I have 6 of these. I'm not going to show you every one. I think after the second one here, you've got it. Let's get it. Oh, this one's wobbly. It is, guys. Let's flip it over, do the other side. I think that was enough. Let's get her set up, see how she looks. Got a little bit of a wiggle for some reason. Let's see if we can investigate and find out why. Well, there's the problem, lady. Well, here's the problem. Over on this end, we need to take a tiny bit more off because we didn't go all the way down through the wood on the first cut because it was just so much further off than I realized. And that's causing us to have a little bit of wobble. So let me show you how we're gonna do that. All right, guys, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this piece of wood. We're gonna take a drill bit that has a known diameter. We're going to place it right there. I'm going to adjust this side to be about the same. I'm going to take the drill bit. I'm going to place it over here as well. And we're going to do the same thing over here and clamp it in place. So we're about the same on each side. Let's go ahead and get that cut off. All right, so now what I have to do is I have to move this bottom board up to match that upper board. Just like so. Sit down. Let's go ahead, let's run the saw over that. Saw was in the way, or the clamp was in the way just a little. All right, guys, let's see how that looks. Alrighty, let's get these off and see what we've got. Too many clamps this time, guys, too many clamps. I'm gonna call that perfect. I don't even detect any wobble to it at all, so guys, that's how you do it. All right, everybody, so there you go. Simple video on how to fix a wobbly bench. I hope you guys like that, and I hope it helps you out with something in the future. And I wanna thank you for watching. Kevin's Way Works. Uh-oh.